Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring back Crackhead Hour. Wait, it's not Crackhead Hour. I'm sorry. We can't do that without the other two boys.
Yeah, this is a very soft, like husband chub level after hours episode.
But yeah, it looks like, okay, first of all, can I say, for a fact, I did not really see fucking Sora coming into Smash.
Bro, okay. People that I know that have been following Smash character releases since like Brawl came out have always told me that they wanted a Kingdom Hearts character. They hoped it would be Sora, and then the fan-made games came out like Project M and some of those other mods that people did, where they actually put Sora in, and then that just pissed people off more.
I mean, and then Nintendo went on a whole entire banning spree. It's just like, how are you gonna ban whatchamacallit, the online version of Melee? Was it Dolphin? And then go through the whole entire process of telling people no, and then like you look back at what was the oldest kind of tally for who wanted to be in Smash and stuff like that. They go back and actually please the fans, like, Nintendo, decide, please. Are you gonna be with us, or are you just gonna be against us the entire time? We're gonna give you our money regardless.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like this is, even though obviously this Sora's been in development for much longer, I'm sure, than since the announcement of the Nintendo Fighter game. But I feel like this is almost like, okay, we're sorry that we kind of stepped on the toes of the developers that did a good job emulating Melee, because they're obviously getting all the publicity right now.
And honestly, well deserved too.
Yeah, for sure, well deserved. Neither of us have actually watched the full trailer or watched it at all. So this is gonna be
first reactions to having this bombshell dropped on like practically everybody. Dude, having Sora in the game sounds like a logistical nightmare, honestly.
Oh yeah, man. Nintendo pulled some black magic for sure to get this from Disney and Square Enix, dude. It's because this is like, this is kind of their baby when it comes to like the gaming world, aside from Final Fantasy, obviously. But yeah, I didn't expect it either.
I think the only other person that I would think that they would have gotten into Smash was like they would actually pull the rug out of people's and like actually put Waluigi into the game. But I mean, now we know for a fact that like that's whole Ixnay, and it's not gonna happen in this world or the next.
But okay, for all those people that wanted Waluigi and he was in Project M, I know he was not gonna break the internet after fucking Sephiroth's trailer. Okay, it just wasn't gonna happen.
I mean, they gave Sephiroth so much fucking suave in that damn trailer.
Oh, dude.
And not only that, like, all of the memes that came after it, like, bro, shirtless Sephiroth was all over the fucking place. And that was hilarious, dude.
There was those memes. There was, like, fuck Mario memes because... because they were like, oh, he fucking killed Mario.
Bro, I mean, not only that, like... How are you gonna put Kazuya afterwards, dropping people into a volcano like nothing? Like, what?
Exactly. Yeah, they had a lot of sauce, and then they start the trailer with like this like deity coming from the sky, and then Sephiroth just slices it into pieces, and it's like, how are you gonna make this man that saucy, dude?
Nintendo, you got some explaining to do, but more or less.
Oh, for sure, they got some explaining to do.
Extremely happy with having the whole entire roster with Ultimate Smash, because, bro, if you would have told me 5 years ago that fucking Solid Snake was gonna be able to beat Sonic's ass, and fucking you're gonna have fucking Sephiroth coming from the heavens, and then fucking Joker and all these other fucking people into the game itself, like. I'd call everyone's bluff. Like, there's hands down, there's no way I was gonna be able to believe it.
I greatly respect the lengths they've gone to make this roster what it is.
Let's try that out.
Alrighty. This is gonna be interesting. Neither of us have seen this.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go. Let's turn this down some. You know, when this got released, I totally forgot the announcement was happening.
Dude, I was waiting for the announcements. I was actually talking to a couple coworkers about the actual announcement itself. I'm like, when are they gonna announce this shit? It's like it's been in the writings for a while, but like I just never expected it to be like as soon as I started talking about it, then Nintendo was gonna drop it. Like, come on, bro.
Like, people were like, my buddy is a big Nintendo fan that I work with, and he was mentioning it to me at the beginning of the work week, and he was like, oh, it's a few days away. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, it's gonna come up fast. And the next thing I know, shout out to Afro Senju, but I saw his reaction trailer and I was fucking dying.
I mean, Afro just has some type of fucking personality. Dude. This one just likes to pop off.
Oh yeah, dude, his Naruto reactions are my favorite things on the internet.
Bro, this man pops up. Like, how are you gonna have a dog named Goku and be a fanboy?
Yeah, yeah, dog named Goku, but the entire time when he does Naruto reactions, he's just talking about how like everything they do is just the sauciest thing on the planet. Oh, you know, at first I thought they were gonna do like the Mario baseball, and I was like, oh fuck you guys.
Dude, when I saw that light, dude, it really seemed like they were gonna do whatchamacallit? The Hollow from Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, right, dude. I was seeing that people were thinking that was gonna be for Dark Souls.
I kept on seeing like little like a kindling and stuff like that. I'm like,
oh,
I think this might be a trailer, so let me like skip this and not watch any of it because.
Some people were saying it was a Dragon Ball, and I was like, they're not gonna put Goku in this game.
Sakurai even said no anime characters, and then how many anime characters? Like quote unquote anime characters? Because honestly, like Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy, they're anime. You're not gonna tell me no. They're anime characters.
Castlevania at this point is more of an anime in the major public. Oh, dude.
And they gave him the Kingdom Hearts 1 version. Look at this man.
Look at this man. And they even know, they say is finally here.
Yes, they do.
Oh, look at his big ass feet. He's finally in the game.
Hey, yo, clobber that fool. Yes. Okay. Damn.
Oh, they gave him like the Link recovery.
Okay. Magic? Man's got magic? Oh, man's got. Oh.
Was that like a targeting thing, like Pac-Man?
Yeah, it looked like what they end up introducing in I think it was either Dream Drop Distance, where you end up like kind of bouncing off the walls and shit like that. Oh my god, this stage.
Oh, Shadow Realm.
Okay, that makes sense that they would do the Smash Emblem instead of the whole Disney emblem.
Oh
yes!
Oh, yo.
Yes, give my boy different costumes.
Dude.
Oh, they gave him the boss ending.
And people said they didn't want another sword character.
I mean, I'm not gonna say.
Whoa,
okay.
Dude, this makes me want to play Kingdom Hearts again.
Bro, let me just cry to the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Dude, I still have to play fucking not Recoded. What's the DLC for it? It's like re something.
Oh god, I know what you're talking about, but I totally forgot. It's been a while since I played.
Yeah, 3, because 3 left such a really big impact. For being the last one. For Xehanort's arc, and not only that, like with the way it ended, I really don't want to talk about the ending or spoil anyone else who hasn't played any of the games, because honestly, do yourself a favor, play these games.
Yeah, like it's weird though. Even though like I've played some of 3, spoiler alert, I've actually never finished 3, but I know what happens.
Okay.
So Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts to me has always been like a series that I felt would be way better as like a series, like a show. But I've also felt that about Final Fantasy for like the longest time.
See, I think when I was in either middle school or high school, and I ended up going to, you would go to the library and check out books and shit like that. Like, I actually found Kingdom Hearts manga. Weird.
Yeah,
I saw that, and I checked it out, and I was just like, alrighty, cool. I went through the entirety of the the category, not categories, but the catalog that they had at my school, and I'm just like, where's the rest of it?
Yeah, dude,
I was
it's
just
so
like, really, like, where's the rest of it? I need to finish this. It's like, even though it's very similar to how the story was portrayed in the actual games themselves, there was just like this slight difference to it, just something that, I don't know, really still hooked me as far as like going through the entirety of the series again, and like seeing Sora's journey as he progressed from I think because at the time 2 was either out, and like, you know how all the spin-offs, 365 over 7, Dream Drop
Distance,
Recoded came out, fucking the Rechain of Memories for the PS2, like all this other stuff. I was like, damn, y'all, Nintendo, like, I don't know what you're doing to me, but like, I need all of these games in one package. And guess what? Like, fucking, they end up dropping the whole entire fucking series on the Switch, so that you can actually buy all of the games on the Switch and have them on the go. And I'm this close to buying them again. I'm really this close. I have them on my wish list for the Epic Store on PC, because I really want to get them again. But at the same time, it's just all the hours of dedication of going through and trying to 100%. Like, just the first one was a lot.
Yeah.
But going through and trying to do final mix for 1, 2, and then 3 with the DLC, and then Melody of Melody of Memories. That's what the
yeah, I think so.
Called, right? Okay. But yeah, it's just a bunch of memories condensed down into like a handheld and stuff like that. It's so nice. It's so nice.
They pulled from a lot of the stuff in the games for that whole moveset.
Dude, I was seeing some of the moveset, like having your smash, like your neutral smash attack be your magic, as far as like cycling through with, it's Byaga, was it Thundaga, and I think it was Raga.
Yeah.
And then you can actually hold some of them to continuously just use them. It's pretty cool.
It reminds, he's like, the way he's playing it, he almost seems like an amalgam, kind of like he's got a little bit of a, at least with the recovery, like a little Link.
Yeah, I did.
And then like it's one of the Fire Emblem characters, the freaking Krona. The one that turns into the one that's like the magician.
Robin?
Oh yeah, my bad, Robin.
Yeah, because I was like, Corin was the one that's
the dragon. Yeah, a little bit of Robin with like the fireballs and the different types of spell casting. And then your typical sword.
You have your sword counter, obviously. Fucking, we'll have to have a fucking counter with him. I also saw with that, we noticed in the trailer, the kind of tracking system. I think that's his side B, where you end up kind of doing the Meta Knight kind of twist. But if you press either hold it or press it, it actually tracks your enemy and everything. Like, you're able to do much more, like a whole lot better recovery that way, if you're able to kind of spike them into a direction where it leads you back onto the stage and stuff like that. It's super cool.
That is actually super cool.
Only thing is that I really hope that they were gonna do his forms.
Oh
like, different forms. Like I was talking about it to a coworker, and like the way that they did Shulk with the different emphasis on the different aspects and the different attributes, I'm like, they could have so done the different forms, like with Wisdom form, Valor form, Master form, and even the anti form as well. Like they could have tossed that in there.
They could have, for sure. I feel like that maybe would have been too much.
Maybe, but it's
I don't know.
It's the last DLC here. You have to go all out. The stage, bro. The stage looks amazing. Like the whole entire kind of idea with the Bayonetta stage of going like around in a circle. And this instance, I think it's a Radiant. What was the name of it?
Oh, the stage for it?
Yeah, it's like it's Radiant. Dang, it just escapes me. It's the Maleficent's Castle. At the end of 2, when it ends up changing to the different name of the actual world itself. And once it gets to a certain point, I don't remember if there's a specific trigger for it to go into the glass painting, the glass pane.
Right. I think there is. I remember I think it was at the start of 1 or 2 where like you kind of start there during like the little tutorial area and then you get kicked out.
Exactly, and then you get tossed onto the islands, the Destiny Islands.
Yep.
But like having the original artwork actually changed, because if you notice, like on some of the on some of them, it actually takes out a lot of the Disney characters, which by all means understandable. You don't want to kind of enrage Mickey Mouse.
Y'all can't be paying that much money.
Exactly. And the whole entire touch that they have with the quote unquote door to darkness.
Dude.
It's a Smash logo instead of the normal door. And it's like just little tidbits like that, just little Easter eggs that they end up dropping for the fans themselves. Honestly, super applause for that. Nintendo, you did your research. You worked your loopholes, and
for sure
brought Sora into the game. That's fucking amazing on its own.
I will say, the trailer's fire. The reveal was great. I think Sephiroth still holds the best like character reveal.
Bro, like, dude, how are you gonna go through a whole entire fucking animation? Like, it was legitly like an animation.
Yeah.
And then just drop this man in this batch.
Oh yeah. And then they ended the trailer with Omni Slash. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah, like you're gonna go through and just recreate the ending of fucking Final Fantasy VII with Sephiroth getting his ass whooped. But honestly, dude, watching the ending of like the review trailer with Sakurai, dude, honestly, a little saddening, a little bittersweet.
A little bit. I do like that he's ending on a high note with the series, though, because to be fair, how long could you go on with this concept before it feels like it starts to get stale for a little bit? I mean, how long did it take Call of Duty to kind of get back into the swing of things? Like 3-4 games?
Don't get me started. I think after Modern Warfare 3 and I think like Black Ops 2, I felt like it kind of went downhill from there.
For like a long time.
Yeah, it took a while. Not only that, how many games after that? Like 4 or 5 games after that before they actually stuck with something with Modern Warfare coming back into the game. But even then, Modern Warfare has a couple issues here and there after the fact. Warzone, not too bad. I've never been much of a MOBA myself. Fucking Battle Royale person. Yeah. I like the whole run and gun aspect of what Classic COD is. Understandable that they ended up wanting to evolve into something else, but I mean, Activision's gotta have to stay kind of relevant at this point. Not only that, with the whole entire issues with Blizzard and Activision, whole lawsuits, kind of buggy.
Yeah.
But I think one thing I ended up noticing from from Sakurai is like kind of ending everything off and like kind of explaining why they ended up going with Sora. I think he ended up doing it as a little bit of a kind of like a tribute to Iwata. Because I remember him talking about like the poll that they ended up getting the results from was when Iwata was still alive and still running the company itself. So I mean, it's just like I said, bittersweet. All those kind of like kind of send-offs here and there to not only Smash but to Sakurai finishing the game, and also to the little hint of Iwata in there. Little tearful.
They did a really good job. They bought the heat for sure, and it was a nice send-off slash little nod to potentially for Iwata. It's kind of crazy this year. This year has been kind of the send-off year for some stuff. Like Ava has officially like finished its story with that last movie that came out.
That's true. Yeah.
So like he's saying goodbye to that whole Ano's saying goodbye to that entire story now, and now like Smash and Sakurai is completely like done.
Why gotta be this year, man? Why couldn't it have been 2020? Like everyone's already locked in the rooms. Like come on. It would have been a good send off. We're all locked in. We're all watching shit. Please.
I know, but it's good. They've both been very like meta kind of. The Ava movie had a lot of the way it ended was very like cyclical with, because Ano, that whole story is basically mirroring like his depression and stuff during his life. So it ending the way it did, and also him being in a better place now than when he first started Ava, it also kind of brought a tear to my eye, where it's just very it's representative of who did it, and this trailer did kind of the same thing for Sakurai and his used to be partner.
No, sad times. But R.I.P. Iwata. Honestly, well deserve it. After all the stuff you ended up going through with the whole Wii U shenanigans, like
Oof.
you taking a pay cut like that for like taking responsibility for what ended up happening to the company and everything else, like that takes a big person to do that. And not only that, continually to help out the rest of like the Nintendo company. Not only that, like with Regime over here tackling the American side.
Oh man, yeah. Jeez.
But I don't know. It's just kind of looking back at like how Smash started in the 64, and now with the 64 online version going up, like I'm pretty sure sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, honestly, I'm really hoping to do the same thing with GameCube, just to make sure like they just continue with the whole entire legacy of going online, because like Nintendo went through a whole entire rounds of turning off a lot of ROM sites. I mean, understandable. Not your like it's your property. You're able to do whatever you want with this, but like people are asking for these games. Like, if you yourself don't have a library that's like you're able to have your customers, your clients, your fans, or whatever you end up wanting to call them. Like if you don't have any kind of location for them to go to, like they're gonna find it somewhere else. They're gonna be able to either look up old or try to find old games themselves and try to get them via cartridges or via any kind of other media that they can and start to play them, or they'll just find them online and just have a good community going. But if you're gonna be tackling your fan base in that way, like at least have some type of way to supplement it. And I see that Nintendo's trying to do the best thing as far as like going with the whole online aspect. The NES is doing fine. The SNES is doing fine. Now that they're adding Nintendo 64, possibly Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games later on, and kind of continuing the whole legacy with DS and possibly GameCube in the future. I mean, I feel like that's a good plus for everybody.
They're definitely making a lot of steps compared to where they used to be. And they're not relying as much on Mario for their cash cow as they used to, which has been really good. I mean, look how excited people were for Metroid.
Exactly.
You know, that's been gone forever.
Bro, like, you finally gave Samus a fucking proper sequel. Like, how long? I mean, understandable. I really appreciated of Samus Returns, but did you really have to do everybody dirty with the whole amiibo aspect?
Yeah.
A lot. Like, you're gonna paywall your hardest difficulty behind an amiibo that's difficult to get.
So it's like we got a super like couldn't be more proper sequel. You know, they're embracing their probably the biggest like community, or most vocal at least, like the Smash community, and really kind of like taking steps to mend all of those relationships, because like you're saying, they take it into their own hands. And I don't think a single fan base other than the Smash community has really taken a game into their own hands more than them.
I mean, like you mentioned Project M earlier, then the whole entire Dolphin community for online Melee, like
insane.
Dude, they had a whole ass tournament prepped and ready to go, and then a cease and desist letter came from above, and they're just like, no.
Yeah, and then like Project M got so big and was so good that literally they also got taken down because people weren't playing Brawl anymore.
Well, that's
and then Smash 4 was coming out.
Okay, I like the whole like Smash 4 and Brawl and everything. I mean, Nintendo was trying their online like capabilities and stuff like that. And granted, it wasn't as good. They were trying.
Yeah.
And the Wii U, I feel like was not a good test grounds for online like compatibility, or at least like online communities and stuff like that for Nintendo as of yet. They're doing a whole lot better with Switch. Not gonna lie.
They're doing great.
But it's still gonna take some time before they end up getting up to some semblance of like what PlayStation and PlayStation, PC, and Xbox have at this point. Because disappointing the fans at first. I mean, you make base level.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're really testing when it comes to the online compatibility stuff with that. Did you see the Star Wars game that they're gonna release on Switch exclusively?
No, wait. Is it like not Rogue?
It's kind of like Overwatch-y.
It's the having to do with this the stormtroopers, right?
Yes and no. You know what? Since we're on the topic of Nintendo and like Switches, anyways, hold on.
Yeah, because I think I remember seeing something having to do similar to like how Alien Fire Squad is, where it's a 3-man team, and you end up going through either some covert missions or at least some type of rescue missions or something similar to it. But that's what I remember. I don't know if it was gonna be like a Switch, a Nintendo exclusive kind of thing, or if it was gonna be something else.
So I think I know which one you're talking about. This one is essentially, from what I'm gathering from only the trailer. I haven't watched like any of the interviews or anything for it. But from what I'm seeing just from the trailer, for Star Wars Hunters, it's like an arena battler. Let me skip forward a little bit here. I think it's 4v4 teams.
I have not the trailer, but I have seen this stills. Yeah, I've seen the stills for it, and I was wondering for what it was. It really seemed like it was gonna be another animated series, and I'm like, I was all for it. But if you're saying it's an arena battler game, then hey,
yeah,
by all means, who wouldn't want more Star Wars at this point?
Yeah, and I watched a little bit of gameplay that got I don't want to say leaked, but some people recorded it during the event when they were playing it. And honestly, man, it looks pretty good. It's like they're gonna do over the shoulder, like third person style.
Okay. So it's similar vein of Battlefront, the original Battlefront, not the new Battlefront.
A little, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I ended up enjoying like the whole like kind of 2D. I mean not 2D, but like 3D almost. The fucking third person, almost second person, kind of like isomorphic kind of view over.
Yeah, and it looked good, man. Like the little bit of gameplay that I saw, they only showed the Saber characters because those are the ones that obviously people are gonna be the most concerned about. But it looks good. You're only gonna get as far as we know right now, it's only gonna be the 8 characters that they show in that shot in the arena. But if they make the combat like very intuitive, it could have some legs, even with just 8 characters at launch,
Yeah, that's super true. Cause I mean, like, look at whatchamacallit, Apex Legends. Like, they only had a few characters at launch, and look where it's at now. Like, almost getting close to about like 20 characters or something like that. And the community's still going strong. Like, it only takes a few characters, or at least one character, to pique your interest and like to be like invested into a game. Like, look at me with fighting games, like fucking Strive. I've been wanting to play another Guilty Gear game that coming out, and then with the new characters that they were introducing, like I was like, all right, yeah, bet I'm gonna try these characters, like without a doubt. Like some of the old characters coming back, like Anji and a couple of the other ones, Ino, and like just revamps of a lot of the other characters with Alex Lowe and stuff like that. Like, it really just takes a few characters to kind of pique your interest and like to either get you at least to buy the game once and to even try it out for more than 2 hours. Like, once that happens, I feel like you're locked in.
So, good job, Nintendo. Good job.